If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. I've got a lot of great content coming, a lot of different approaches that I look forward to taking off with, and I can't wait to share it with you and have you with me. So we're nearing the end of May 2020, and a number of people asked me, amidst all this going on around the world, what are your travel plans? What's going on with Australia? All I can answer simply, because I don't know, is I don't know. You got big time travelers, YouTubers, who've literally had to put their travels on hold, stay in place, or simply fly all the way home just to allow this thing to pass and simply just be safe. The current state of where the world is, very easy to say that it's not a good time to travel or is no time to travel. So what does that mean for me? It means literally the same thing. My travels are put on hold and I have to reconsider a lot of things. One of those things being Australia. If you're just joining me, you may not know that I currently hold a working holiday visa for Australia. And just recently, some guy reached out to me on Facebook and asked, I saw that you hold a working holiday visa for Australia. What is basically going on with that? And all I can tell him was, I have no idea. I currently hold a working holiday visa, but I cannot do anything with it because immigration shut down the borders of Australia. Those that can enter based on the IATA website states that it's returning residents, nationals who have citizenship of Australia, including those who live in New Zealand and New Zealand nationals because of relationship between the two countries. But as far as external travel, unlike much of the world, most countries, Australia is cut off. There are very few places, if not any places in the world, who have their borders open for travel, for leisure travel. And that's the same case for Australia. I applied for the working holiday visa last August and then got approved October, which meant I had a full year from last October to enter Australia until this October, which means I still have June, July, August, September, October. I still have 5 months left to enter Australia. And basically what that means for me is I cannot do anything until Australian immigration opens up their borders and I have the opportunity to go to Australia. But for the time being, I can't do anything. And neither can people who have working holiday visas who want to go to Australia too. The priority right now is opening up local economies and going in phases, opening up little by little. There's America, Italy, Iran, Mongolia, South Africa. The coronavirus is still out there plaguing the world. Global economy disrupted. And that goes the same for travel. So to answer the question, honestly, is something I think of every day. It's just taking it day by day and reading up on what happens with Australian immigration, including American immigration, and what the coronavirus statistics look like around the world before I can, try to plan anything. Which I can't. Nobody can. For now, it's just looking at the next 5 months and seeing where it goes. I pray, God willing, that things look up, local economies find their place, and travel opens up to where I have the opportunity to experience Australia like I want to. But I'm honestly not sure what that looks like. There is a great chance that borders will be shut down until October and maybe even later, maybe until next year. I have to be realistic and note that there's a great chance that I might not make it for the working holiday visa. The reason why I want to go to Australia is because I did this in New Zealand, and the year I spent in New Zealand was one of the best things I've done in my travels in my life. And I wanted to replicate that experience into Australia with its own Australian experience and just simply enjoy Australia and have that grand memory of how long I decide to spend, which would be up to a year. And also the other reason why I wanted to do this is because I am not at a point where I can live sustainably with my travel revenue and income, so I would go to Australia to be able to find work and continue traveling that way. So honestly, if this doesn't clear up until October and I don't make it, I'm just gonna have to be honest with myself and prepare for the possibility that it's just not gonna happen. The good thing though, it's not like I can't go to Australia, ever. I just won't have the opportunity to legally work in Australia, to kick back in a town that I like, work for a few months and keep going. I will have to find my own means to sustain myself financially to be able to continue around Australia, which is ultimately my goal in the end. I will have to say that the best thing that has come out of the coronavirus for my life is that it's taken things back. It's allowed me to settle, chill out, and really take into perspective everything about my life and my travels. I'm still at a point where I have some income coming from my travels, but most of it's coming from physical day jobs like the one I currently have at this retail store that I work at. It's allowed me to focus a lot of time into these different revenue sources, my YouTube, my blog, and all my other social media platforms to live sustainably from my travel and not have to rely on a working holiday visa to be able to enjoy another country. This goes for Australia, this goes for Thailand, Kyrgyzstan, Becky, Stan. Anywhere in the world. I'm currently holding 6,000 subscribers and growing. Thank you so much, mahalo. Kara and Nate have found the way. Indigo Travelers found the way. Fun for Louie has definitely found the way. And that is basically my ultimate goal of my travels in my life. So that's the update and the status on the working holiday visa. It's really not a surprise of what's going on, but the reality is travel is just not happening right now. It's not going to be for quite some time. I pray, God willing, that things will open up for Australia and the rest of the world in the next several months, but the chances are it may not, and it will drive us travelers to veer off in a different course and rethink a lot of our travel path, our lives, and how we go on from here. The best part about being on social media and having technology as part of our lives is that there's a sense of community out there. I've connected with so many other travelers, and simply viewers and subscribers like you have given positive feedback and a lot of inspiration, and it's my pleasure to share that back to the community. So it's just like this ongoing momentum of positive energy so we can get through this together and do what we love best. So I want to thank you for taking time, joining me on this video, taking time to be a part of this little community that is growing for me. Aloha.